Hi guys, so after my last video about Bond girls' body types, I decided to turn myself into a Bond girl today, based on all of these Bond girls that I've seen. First Bond girl was in 1962, Ursula Andress, so probably I will take her as a main inspiration today, but I also will keep in mind other Bond girls too throughout the years, and all their makeups are on a border between that luxurious glam, expensive classic glam, nothing over the top, everything well made with some boldness, casino, evening, hotel, evening gown. So all that requires thicker lash line for sure, great skin, some contouring and things like that. I started with foundation. Now this is my favorite foundation, NARS matte foundation. It is so good, it's so expensive, oh my god, but I love it so much. It's the best I've ever tried. I'm doing cream contouring first with this e.l.f. Cosmetics. I love it very much, it's great. So I use some lightness under my eyes and I use some darkness around my nose and on my cheeks and under my jawline. So I'm blending it very well. Then I use powder. Then I use dry contouring on top. The contouring I use here is pretty much the same as I would do for myself. I just need to accentuate my bones because many of Bond girls, they have absolutely different bone structure in their faces. It doesn't have to be super chiseled, but definitely it has to be accentuated and defined. The next thing I do is of course brows, and Wonder Brow. It's very expensive again, but I think it's 20 bucks. I bought on Amazon, but it's my favorite so far. It stays all day long, especially in Florida. It's amazing stuff, beautiful color, and I'm trying to find a dupe, guys, so if you know of any dupes, please let me know. I'm doing my brows a little bit thicker and higher on my face just to accommodate more of my forehead because it's 60s makeup. And it's funny because so many of the Bond girls, they've been in the water, they've been in the sand, in dirt, in mud, and their makeup is always amazing looking. Now I'm doing this white mascara for my lashes as a base. I would need big spider lashes because again I'm mostly inspired by the 60s. Now I use my favorite mascara, Thrive, and I'm also trying to find a good dupe, but I can't find it. Even Thrive, when they make brown mascara, it's not same formula. It falls down under my eyes very fast. The only black one with that classic wound works perfectly for me still. I decided to try that trick that Sophie Loren was doing. Like in the 60s, they had this broken line on the outer corners of the eyes, and they had that light spot in that corner just to elongate the eye and make it more uplifted on the outer corner and more almond shape. I'm taking thin wet brush and I'm taking very beautiful dark brown color with some shimmer. I'm applying my line above my pupil and going outwards, but instead of repeating my eye shape on the outer corners, I'm making this line almost straight from the pupil, even slightly above. I just want to create that 60s Sophia Loren sophisticated, very ornate eyes, almond eye shape. And then on the bottom I'm doing this fake shadow of top lashes. Marilyn Monroe used to do it, many women at that time used to do it. I don't like when people exaggerating it. It looks so clownish, so unnatural. It messes up with your eye shape, so I'm doing it so nobody would ever notice this with the same brown eyeshadow. Then I did some color of my crease, also elongated it to my temples just to create that more almond shaped eyes, but I will need to build a bit more color. My lips should be quite nude looking, so first I'm using this Thrive pencil, mauve color, my favorite. I'm gonna leave the link on all the products that I used today down below if I find them, of course. And then it's my favorite pencil, I always use it. It's slightly cool on the color though, and Ursula Andress has a bit warmer colors, so I'm gonna use it just as a base, and then on top I'm gonna add some warmer colors later. I'm slightly overlining them, and I'm blending the contour with my finger. And then when I shape my lips like that, I like to go over with the powder. When I powder my lips, they look kind of more natural and less visible, and they look a bit more nude. So on top of that, we're gonna make them a bit more nude later. Now I'm gonna build a little bit more makeup on my lid with darker brown color because she has very, very heavy lash line here, and slightly move it here to create smoky eye effect. Also, I'm using this Maybelline pencil. This is my favorite for now because the formula is amazing. It's never smudging. It goes so softly. Sometimes I even overline my lips with it. I'm just doing my waterline dark because I need brown, mushroomy, smoky. And she has a lot of gray in there too. So I'm taking my MAC eyeshadow. I'm taking this gray color, which is absolutely matte, and I'm adding on the outer corner, kind of building this color, and then I blend it to the brown part. So I'm just adding that as my false lashes. Not too much shimmer. She has mostly matte makeup, because matte makeup with that camera, it looked better. Especially that she had to wear waterproof makeup because she was all over the place. She was in water, in mud, everywhere. Now I'm gonna use a thin brush and same color, and I'm gonna elongate this line to my inner corner like this. Now lips. Lips are too dark now. Camo CC cream. I need to make my lips warmer colored though. And some people say that I have warm coloration, but I don't like warm lipsticks on myself for some reason, especially warm pinks. Maybe warm reds I like. My favorite lip makeup is still cool. I'm gonna try. I have one warm color. You can have like not only one, but also a blush. I have warm blush like this. And she's very, very tanned there. Yeah, like that. It's very 60s. Very warm blush like this. So I'm gonna use this for my lips. That is hot for 60s, I think. Am I looking too orange? I think they were wearing chignons or wigs or something like that to make their hair look very bouffant, because it was very stylish in the 60s. In the 70s too, actually. Big hair, big voluminous. I have 3 options today. First one is make this bun. Not very 60s though, and I think the color doesn't match me very much, so I'm gonna skip it. Next thing, I have tons of real hair. It's actually real hair. And I was thinking about maybe I can stick it to, but the color is too different from my hair. Especially that I recently just toned them. It was just too yellow. Because I have 2 of these and I already cut them and I already colored the roots, same color as my roots. And these ones I toned, but they still are quite yellow for my hair now. Wanted to add them as bigger hair situation. And the third option I have is hair topper. It is a bit different color than mine, and it's not a wig, it's topper, but for me, because I have very thin hair, it's a wig. It's real hair. It's actually quite thin hair, it's not very thick hair, and it's a very beautiful mushroomy color, which I think will look great with Ursula look. It's very long actually, it's much longer than my hair, but I didn't want to cut it. That actually matches my hair. It's slightly darker though, but it's fine because I can have these money pieces. In the 60s and 70s they were doing this central parting and that long hair. In between glam and hippie already. A slow transition to hippie. And you see the hairline is still mine, which is good. This is why it looks natural, more natural than wigs. It's very 60s. On the other hand, I think James Bond girls normally have their hair very shaped, whether curled or big volume on the back, but unfortunately I can make big volume with those. And with my hair, big volume, it's not enough hair. I think this is the closest that we can go for. Sometimes they just have this bun also, but for the photo we go like that, straight 60s hair. Also, I rarely wear golden jewelry, but I just bought these maybe like a week ago. Just decided to try if I stick to it, because I like mostly like silver or metal things rather than golden. Golden, I feel like it's a bit too glamorous for me, a bit too luxury, because I'm not a luxury girl. I like things a little bit more rock and roll. And the last thing, I think that Bond Girl smells sweet with some bergamot. I don't know why. I have a feeling that it should be smell for evening. It should be luxury sweet smell with vanilla, with some musk probably, with some bergamot, with some caramel, marshmallow, things like that. These two are my favorite, and I sometimes mix them. I love sweet perfumes. They're super sweet, but with some addition. These gourmand white flowers, it's something like, if you're familiar with Viktor and Rolf's flower bomb, more like caramel, bergamot, vanilla to me. And that bergamot is giving that luxurious Chanel No. 5. So this is why I like it. Not super sweet and straight and very bland. And floral marshmallow. It's a little bit like Kibbe Love's Don't Be Shy. New wave of inspiration, you know, it always comes back. Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.